All right, guys, so welcome to another video with me, your active auntie. We're doing a sit down video today talking about money. We're talking about money, the things that everybody loves, the things that everybody chases. I hate it for us. I hate how we chase money out here, but I understand it is a resource that can be used for good and helpful and all that. I just hate how we idolize it, and we need to stop doing that. But I'm going to share with you guys my perspective on how to save to maybe help guide someone in their saving journey. I'm going to share with you guys my 3 tips on how I save money. Okay, but before I start this video, I do want to mention that, like, don't compare yourself to me in no way with the amount of money that I'm saving, because I do live at home. I live at home with very minimum expenses and bills, so I can save the amount of money that I save each month. Okay, so please don't be in my comments and be like, well, you can only do that because you live at home. I know. I'm very grateful and blessed. So don't be that person, and just understand, so, and just know that this is really just me sharing my 3 tips and my 3 behaviors of how I'm able to save money. And I'm hoping that these tips help guide someone out there. Okay, so moving forward, like I said, I am saving $10,000 in 10 months. I already have dollars saved. Okay, quickly, I'm going to show you guys. I promise you there is money in here. Okay, and there is dollars in here. And don't think you're about to come here and rob me, because I do keep my money in my envelopes. Because it's about to go in the bank. So anyway, moving forward with tip number 1. My first tip in saving is organization. You have to be organized. Now, how do I keep myself organized? Well, first and foremost, I write down all of my expenses. I mean, everything: gas, groceries, rent, car, insurance, my saving, how much money I want to take out in my savings. Like if I want to do $200 a month, $300 a month, that's going in my expenses. My tithes, I tithe, so I take that in my thing out in my expenses. Like anything that you have to pay for, you need to write that down on a piece of paper. Then when you write those down, you also need to write the dates. Like if you have anything on auto pay, or if you have anything of a bill that's due at a certain date, you need to write down the date as well. Well, I write the date down as well, so that I know when I get paid on the 15th of the month, so I know what bills are coming out in those next 2 weeks, so that I can subtract those bills from my income that I just got, my direct deposit that I just got. So when I get my direct deposit, I subtract all of that. Okay. Now, whatever is left over is now my spending money until I get paid the following 2 weeks. Now, sometimes that spending money is $100. Sometimes that spending money is $75 for me. It depends. It depends on your goals. It depends on your goals, and you just have to stick to it. So let's just summary on organization. Summary of organization is just being organized with your expenses. You have to know when bills are coming out. You have to know how much is coming out. You need to also maybe write like a miscellaneous bill in case something comes up that you're unaware of. Like you just have to be organized. Then you could take it a step further and possibly use, I use envelopes. Okay. So I'm a teacher. I work a teacher calendar. So obviously 2.5 months in the summer, I'm off. I get no pay really. So I do a summer savings where I put $100 of each of my check into this so that I can have money in the summer. So you just have to kind of like evaluate your life and figure out how to organize it. I wanted to briefly mention too that I use envelopes because it helps me not spend money. Like if I was to put my money in my savings account in the bank, it's just easier for me to transfer money and spend it. You need to be organized. I also have another envelope here where I take out, this is my biggest bill that comes out at the end of each month. So I take out half the bill the first 2 weeks when I get paid, put it in an envelope. And then when the bill's due in the second paycheck, boom, I just need to take out the other half and pay it. So you just have to find different ways to keep yourself organized with your money. There was a time period when I was saving before, And what was best for me to be organized is I would take, when all my expenses were removed from my direct deposit, whatever money I had left over, I would go and take that out, have cash in hand, and that would be my spending money for the next 2 weeks. And that way, when that money was out, well, that's it for me. That's it for me. That's what I do to myself. Now, that leads me to step number 2, self-discipline. So you have to be disciplined. Like I said, when I run out of money, that's it for me. Now I have to be disciplined enough to like not dip into my savings, or just be disciplined enough to like not do much. Maybe I have to go out and, if I'm bored, go walk around the park. I don't know. Go, if you're bored, go. Like, that's when you have to find something to fill up your time if you're not one that can just sit still and not spend money. So that comes with discipline. Also, self-discipline is like, I cook. I make sure I have food for my week. So my grocery shopping that I put in my expenses, that also helps me, because I'll cook that food so that I have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I do not have to spend money out during the work week. Weekends, I sometimes dibble and dabble and buy food, but for the most part, I stay on a really strict routine where whatever I grocery shop is what I'm eating. Yeah. And like I said, there will be some times where I'll do eat out, you know, if I have the money to do it, or if I just want something out to eat. Discipline, self-discipline. So remember, organization and self-discipline. You have to be disciplined if you want to save money. It's as simple as that. You can't have FOMO, fear of missing out. You can't, for me, I'm not, that's just me. And that's just me. Okay. So discipline and organization. The last one is frugalness. Is that the right frugal? Is that it? I am very frugal with my money. Okay. Meaning when I do have money to spend, I don't really go and spend it on the nice shiny things. Okay. And I brought these things to just show, in some of my videos, I even talk about how this store right here is my favorite store, especially when I have somewhere to go, or if I need work clothes, or if I like I said, have an event. Excuse me, I'm going to Goodwill. Okay. Because first of all, it's very inexpensive. It helps me stay within my budget. And I'm not someone that needs the nice shiny things. Are they nice? Yes. Will I sometimes splurge? Yes. But when I'm in this season of saving, I have a lot of self-discipline to stay frugal. Also, so clothes is a huge thing, because obviously clothes are one thing that costs us so much money. Clothes and shoes. I am very frugal when it comes to that. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I hate when I do. Another way that I'm frugal is in my transportation, which has been vital in keeping my expenses low, especially in this economy. So in May of 2021, I had totaled this car, a 2018 Honda Civic. And instead of going out and financing a brand new car, which I could have, I just went and flat out bought this 2004 Honda Civic, which now allowed me to have no car note, and my car insurance went down majorly. And then when I moved back home, I sold this car and I bought a 2001 Honda Civic flat out, which once again allowed me not to have a car note, and my car insurance is so low. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have my dream car that I want to have one day, and I could go out and buy or finance a nicer car per se, but I just don't see the purpose in doing that right now in my life, because this car gets me to where I need to get to every single day. So that's another way that I maintain frugalness, Also, I will say no a lot. The power of no has really come over me the last few years, and I will say no. Because like I said, I'm on my own journey, and right now I'm on this $10,000 saving journey. So I really, really, really am frugal when it comes to doing certain things. And also I have invested in myself too, to have fun. I don't sit here and say I'm not having fun. I have fun. I literally bought a motorcycle for my self journey, for my own self, because it's inexpensive. I can just go for a ride. It fills up my time. It's thrilling. It's adventurous. It's fun. It's So you just have to find certain hobbies and things that you can do on your own that maybe aren't that expensive to do. So those are really my top 3 tips. I am extremely organized with my money. Next is self-discipline. Discipline. You have to have discipline. Okay? Know that island isn't going anywhere. Granted, yes, you don't know when you're going to pass in this world. You don't know when you're going to die. But I don't know. I just don't view it as like, I view it as like that island will be there. That designer coat will be there. That designer bag will be there. Like all that stuff will be there in a year or 2 or 3, however long, so you don't really need it right now. That party will be there. That club will be there. Like it will all still be there. That's my mindset. Now I know someone else's mindset could be like, well, you only live this life once. You don't know when you're going to die. That is true. And I am not knocking that person for their mindset. So, it's how you perceive life too, as much when it comes to saving. But anyways, organization, self-discipline, and frugalness. Like I just view life as like, you don't need all the bright, shiny things right now. If you're trying to save, if you're not, cool, buy them. Or if you already got all the money, cool, buy them. But if you're someone that is trying to get somewhere in life or trying to save, if I don't know, then you just might have to be frugal. You might have to buy that off brand. You might. But and that's really my top 3 tips. And how I'm saving $10,000 is this for the school year is how I save really is just based off of what event might come, like Christmas. Like for for November and December, I've saved $500 each month. But October and September, I saved like $3,000. In those 2 months, I saved $3,000. December and November, I saved $1,000 in the midst of those 2 months. So these next 5 to 6 months, I will save like either $1,500 a month. It doesn't, I don't know yet because I haven't really like calculated that far. We just take it 1 month at a time and see what events are coming up or whatever I have to pay for. And I just keep myself very, very organized, extremely organized when it comes to my money. And then I'm hoping to possibly, when it comes to, I don't know what I want to do with the money quite yet. I'm thinking about investing it into like EE bonds, like treasury bonds or EE bonds. I have one of my teachers at my job, he was telling me about it. So I've been looking at these 2 types of US saving bonds. I'm thinking about doing it. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll do another check-in at the end of the school year to see if I achieved my $10,000 goal. But yeah, I know this was kind of all over the place, but I hope it's helpful for somebody out there. But yeah, guys, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye. So I wanted to share a couple of these clips from early 22 and the end of 2021 when I had went on another saving journey that I recorded, but I never did anything with it. But I just want to share that like saving is really not that hard. And it's very important, whether you're saving for something or you should just save in case something happens. Like saving is so important and it's really not that hard. I definitely think it's a mindset thing. So like, even if you can only save $10 a paycheck, put the $10 away. It's good to always have money on the side for anything that may come up. So, and then if you're saving for something big, know that like you just have to be self-disciplined and restrictive for a temporary amount of time. Like it's not forever. So I just really hope that this is encouraging and that you really can believe in yourself, that you really can save, because it is possible. And don't be hard on yourself if you don't have much to save, but at least you're saving something. But yeah.